Forget what you learned in school. Never mind what your parents told you, and disregard what your friends say. From now on, the only people you need to listen to are these guys. For the next several minutes, they'll take you on a journey through the political jungle. And when your journey is over, and you're safe at home, they promise you'll be stronger, smarter, and just plain better. So buckle up, hang on to your ears, because your journey starts now.
All right. That'll get you going.
It will.
USA, yeah. I don't know, the way the country's going and the presidential candidates, I lost a little enthusiasm.
It's difficult, but I mean, one or two people that are in charge, right? Charles in charge. They don't necessarily define the country, right?
No, but what it does is it reflects on the citizens of the country that elect such dipwads and jerkheads.
I think
and doo-doo people.
In part, that's true.
Yeah, it absolutely is. But then again, when you're, paraded bad cattle and you're starving, I guess you buy one of the pus-infested, brain-tumored, mad cow diseased cow to eat because you're starving. And I'll let you decide who the mad cow is in the 4 or 5 candidates that are out there.
Okay.
It's all of them.
I'm not going to decide right now.
It's all of them.
It wouldn't be appropriate. People would be
it's all of them.
Would be offended if I took one of the candidates and
that they are
referred
to
them as a cow.
Mad cow.
Mad cow.
Even worse than just cow. Wouldn't you rather be referred to as a cow or a mad cow?
My wife
is not a cow.
No. But she may have mad cow, and
that is true.
There is such a shortage of blood in this nation that she cannot donate because years ago she spent some time in a country where they had problems with mad cow disease.
Really?
Yeah. So, I mean, the blood banks must be doing all right. Is what I'm thinking.
Was that blood Stanistan?
They always blood cow Stanistan.
Cow Stan?
Yeah. No, I mean, you see commercials all the time, right? We need blood. It's an emergency. We need blood. And they have emergency blood drives, all these other things.
I have a good friend of mine, he used to give blood all the time, right? He gets HIV, and now they won't let him give blood at all.
Okay,
it's not fair.
It's not funny.
People need blood.
Although it's not a death sentence anymore.
No,
so that's good.
True.
I have a friend that he just passed like the 3,000-gallon mark or something. He's given a lot of blood.
I do know somebody that gave tons and tons of blood, came back positive for Hep C one time, has had a dozen tests since then, all negative. They still won't take any blood from her.
How does that work?
Oh.
Yeah. It's weird, though, isn't it?
They don't want to take a chance.
Yeah, I get that.
I don't blame them.
I get that.
On the other hand, when you're bleeding out.
And if there really is the shortage that the commercials say there are, they should be taking blood from anyone.
And not only that, but the Red Cross sells their blood.
And then what I'm thinking.
You give it to them.
What I'm thinking as a good conservative is that you separate the blood, right? Mm-hmm. And the rich people get the blood that comes from the people that don't have hepatitis.
The good blood.
Because they're rich and they deserve that.
Right, because they're rich.
That's what I'm thinking.
The good blood.
Yeah.
And the tainted blood or tainted love.
That's what I'm thinking.
That goes to the poor people.
That's the Bernie Sanders healthcare plan.
That is the American way as well.
I think that would be great.
That's right.
I don't see a problem with that.
Do you think the Rockefellers had to worry about HIV blood? No.
Yes.
Not at all. They'd not worry about syphilis, on the other hand. Wiped them out.
Yeah.
But because, they didn't have penicillin then. Syphilis was bad. Okay. Just like, they'll eventually have a cure for HIV.
I've got a little hint for you, Brian.
What's that?
Syphilis is still bad.
I know, but it's treatable.
You should know.
I know. I'm in the latter stages.
does that mean?
That means you don't know what the latter stages of syphilis are? Oh, my goodness.
Never been there.
Do yourself a favor and Google images.
No, no.
You're talking about faces melting off
I get
and
it.
brain rot and all kinds of stuff.
Let's move on.
Actually, what happens is your neck rots and your head falls through your butthole. It's really bad. Got Al Capone, buddy. If you can get Al Capone with syphilis, you can get anybody. How did we get on syphilis? Goodness gracious. All right, so, hey, it's Thursday night. It's April 7th. Wow, spring. Where we're at, it was snowing out with 35 degrees.
Snowing.
And it's April 7th, 2016. We're in Freedom Studios on the 15th floor of the Patriot Towers in Liberty City.
In Siberia.
We're not in Siberia.
It's snowing.
It seems like Siberia.
Yeah, it does. No, it's pretty cold out there for the spring, right? We're home, actually.
We are.
Michigan.
We are, because we have a Second Amendment March coming up next Wednesday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's going to be a good event this year. We're going to have some neat stuff. We're going to have lots of vendors. We're going to have prizes. We're going to have a silent auction. And what I'm excited about is we're going to have a legal panel where we're going to have 4 attorneys up on the stage answering questions about firearm law from the audience. So if you have a question like, do I have to disclose I have a CPL if I'm not carrying my gun, which came up today on Facebook, and it's amazing how many people think you have to.
I think you do have to, yeah.
Any of those kinds of questions. How long will I have to serve prison if I kill my spouse? Those types of questions, with a firearm. It's got to be firearm related. If you kill her with a knife or him with a knife, you can't ask it. Ask it? You can't ask it. So I think that'll be neat, don't you? Really serious.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think
it's
free legal advice.
Yeah,
from 4 of the top firearm attorneys in the state.
Now, knowing some of these attorneys, right? They're going to start off with saying, "Well, I am an attorney."
Yeah, I am an attorney, so I advise you, not to listen to anything I say and don't do anything I say.
Yeah,
but this is
but
how
also
I interpret
don't not do anything I say. Do exactly what I say while not doing what I say.
Thanks, counselor. I got what I paid for.
Look, one of the attorneys, right? We've had on the show.
Yes, we have.
We've talked to him about. We've had a couple of them on the show.
Yeah,
Steve Doolin.
Yeah,
right. We had him on the show, and your comment to him was, "If everyone did what you advised, nobody would do anything."
Right. he said, "That's great advice, Brian." You can't get in trouble if you don't do anything. Oh, yes, you can.
Except you can, and we'll talk about that later. Right?
That's right.
In Michigan, not too far, right down the road from
not even an hour away.
Actually,
not even an hour away from our studio.
Woman that was arrested for not wanting to be arrested.
Let's say hi to Steve. Steve's our engineer. He's in the booth over there. Hi, Steve. How you doing? You look great today. Love the pink hair. Today we also have a great trivia question, and a so historical this day in history, which relates to the state of Michigan. So it's fun.
Yeah.
All right.
It's an all Michigan at odds show.
Oh, it's Michigan. If you ain't from Michigan, you ain't much. That just wiped out 90% of our audience from
listeners are going down
every other state in the union and overseas.
So, all right. So, Wisconsin presidential primary was just recently, right?
It was?
Well, I don't know. You wrote it down.
Another great state right across Lake Michigan from us.
It's a state right across.
Oh, it's
Lake
a nice state.
It's not too bad.
Yeah,
they have decent cheese.
If I had to live there, it wouldn't kill me.
Yeah,
I could have some whitefish and some nice cheese and a good Pabst Blue Ribbon.
I flew. You can do all that here.
Oh, damn it! I'm kicked out of Michigan. That's the problem.
The good part about Michigan is, first, it's Michigan, and second, you can import the Wisconsin cheese. You don't even have to leave.
And we do. My name is Jan Janssen. I come from Wisconsin. I work in the lumber mills there. All the girls that I meet when I walk down the street say, "Hello, what's your name?" And I say, "My name is Jan Janssen. I come from Wisconsin."
All right. And that's the show for today.
Yep. See you later.
No, okay. So the primary.
We lost everybody.
It was, predictable, right? But what, Bernie Sanders
had predictable.
Absolutely predictable.
Really? You didn't think Hillary could take Wisconsin?
No.
Why the hell would people in Wisconsin vote for Bernie Sanders?
Why would they vote for Hillary Clinton?
Because she's the greatest.
What difference does it make?
Yeah. Oh, what am I going to do? I'm going to take you and raise all your taxes. You'll pay for everything. Will be free, except everybody will have to pay for it. It will be free.
Why are you moving your arms so much?
I'm moving my arms because Bernie Sanders cannot control his hands.
That's horrible.
It's not bad. It's more of a Jackie Mason. He's kind of a Jackie Mason kind of guy. And Hillary, this is Hillary.
Did you see?
I did see.
She's kind of desperate. She's really trying to relate to the common folk.
Oh,
I mean,
what did she do?
They're not that rich, right?
What political stunt did she do?
She rode on the subway. I know, but you know
she
what?
lived in New York. She must have rode on thousands of subways, right?
No. But she loves it. She loves the subway.
It's a great, convenient way to get around.
It's so convenient. It's the best way to get around, she says. She loves the subway. She's on there.
I only have to walk 6 blocks to get to the subway.
Shows her trying to use her Metro card. She can't. She doesn't know which way to swipe it.
Of course.
It's horrible. Now, here's the deal.
Is this a Macy's card? Is this a Macy's?
Oh, jeez.
That's got to be a Macy's card.
Here's the thing, right? Hillary Clinton, who loves the subway. It's so convenient.
Yep.
It's the best way to get to where you're going.
The common man.
Why doesn't she use it more often?
I don't know.
Because, I mean, the fact is, she hasn't actually driven a car.
Are you kidding me?
In, like, how many years?
Are you saying she has people drive her around?
Why wouldn't she? And I have no problem with her having people drive her around.
Well, I don't want her driving.
Right. Exactly.
She's drunk all the time.
Well, that would explain some things. That would make me.
I hear she drinks.
That would make me give her a little leeway.
Yeah, she'd be all right.
If she was drunk, I'd be like, well, all right, I get it.
I've seen the pictures.
I get it.
They're not pretty.
It's just so ridiculous. I mean, does anybody buy it?
Yes.
You're right.
I've talked to people that said, I don't care if she kills somebody, I'm voting for her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course, they say that about Trump, too, so.
Right. Oh, it's horrible.
That's where I get back to my original opening statement of they're all turds.
Yeah. I want to Mad Cows, you said. So I want to jump into Chris Matthews on MSNBC. He was on there with
why are we doing that? It's Bernie.
It's related.
Yeah.
So he was on there with
nice segue.
Barbara Lawton, right? Former lieutenant governor.
Well, was she former or is she current?
Former. So Chris Matthews, one of the most liberal people in the media.
This was where? This wasn't in a studio, so there's background noise.
Yeah, I think it was at the Wisconsin.
Yeah, it was at the
Wisconsin primary.
Primary thing.
She may be the former lieutenant governor
I don't
of
know
Wisconsin.
But
I don't know.
Somewhere.
She's a huge Bernie Sanders supporter.
Oh my goodness!
Chris Matthews, a huge liberal socialist, you would think would be a Bernie Sanders supporter.
Just putting his nose right up there.
But he sounds like he's on Fox News.
Yeah.
He's treating her, a fellow liberal,
and I heard,
like he treated Rand Paul
and I heard,
when he was on the show.
I heard another comment coming from Matthews that seemed to be fairly conservative, so I don't know what's going on with him.
Well, I'll tell you, but...
Oh, has he seen the light? Or
come on.
Has he been drinking?
He's been drinking with Hillary,
right?
And so anything...
to make everybody else look bad, but...
That's right, Hillary. Even Bernie Sanders, who is like Hillary times 2.
Well, I told you the college that predicted all of the presidents over the last 8,000 years, only been wrong once, said Bernie Sanders will win the presidential election.
No, but it's a college, and so it doesn't matter if they've been right or not.
All the students got free tuition.
They've been swept up in the Feel the Burn movement, right? So this is Chris Matthews and Barbara Lawton. We'll stop it a couple times. Essentially what he says...
We will?
Might.
For commentary.
Yeah. What? No, just for fun.
Oh, okay.
We'll insert dramatic pauses. Yeah, that's good. It's good for radio.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you say? You always say, "Let it breathe, Brian. Yeah. Let it breathe."
I've never said that.
You've said that to me.
No, you've said that to me, and I said no.
Well, that was the time I stopped breathing.
That's not true. Breathe, Brian.
Brian, breathe.
Okay, so the lead up to this,
and by the way,
we're not getting into it.
I thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem. I don't know what to do. I'm not getting enough oxygen in my body. Okay, listen. Chris Matthews, what he says is basically Bernie Sanders has these great plans, free college for everyone, no matter which college you go to.
And his basic question
State college, who's going to pay for it?
Yeah. Where's the money coming from?
Uh-oh.
There's that breathing part.